Hello everyone, my name is Adrian Anderson. Welcome back. And we are still working on implementing Oracle CPQ from scratch. If you don't know me, I'm an Oracle CPQ specialist acutely, but broadly I focus on the opportunity to cache business process that flow. So anywhere from your CRM, of course through your CPQ, to your order management system, to your subscription management system, to your invoicing system, to your revenue recognition system, as well as your parts management system, all that kind of stuff I've had my fingers in, I can help you with. So if you need help, of course, just reach out to me. But in this case, I just want to, again, show people what implementing Oracle CPQ is like from scratch. I don't know if there's anything out there like this. So this isn't meant to be like a product demo or anything like that, just really showing what it's like in the real world. So we need to get a template for how we can upload our parts. So we're in CPQ now. And if we come to downloads and parts next, CSV, very important. Download. This should be quick because there are no parts. I'm not sure why it failed. Let's try again. And it's probably failing because there are no parts in here. So we might just need to create one and then download that. So let's again click parts, next, CSV, download, fail. So that's very interesting to me. It's failing. And my theory is that because there are no parts in the system, which to me doesn't make any sense, just give me an empty file. But regardless, let's go create a part. So we are here at the admin screen. We're going to come down to products. We're going to come to parts. And we could search for every part, but we don't have any in here. So we can click add here, of course, or we can just go to add parts here, or we can click import. Now we can't import because we don't have a template. So let's create a new part. So the only required thing, judging by this asterisk right there, is the part number. So let's get a part number and let's do this one here. This first one, it has a display part number that we could give, but we're not going to give anything. We're just going to not put anything here. We just want to create a part number. So there we go. That's our part number or our part record. So let's go back to download here, download our parts, next, CSV, download, and we'll keep our fingers crossed. Great. So here's our download. I'll open it for us. And here is what it looks like. So nothing quite too fancy. And I'm going to hide some of the things that we aren't going to need. We won't need any of this. Notice that we're not going to keep price either. We won't need that. So we're just going to hide these. All right, great. So first things first, let's get all of our part numbers in order. Let's move this over here and we're just going to, I think I might be able to copy this whole row or this whole column. Yes, I can. So I'll just delete all of this. Okay. And I'll do the same thing for these rows, these columns too. Okay, wonderful. Now we want to give these a description, and some of these have short descriptions, some of them have long descriptions. I'm just going to use the short description for them all. And if I look at the part records back in CPQ description here, and I'm going to put the extended description or the long description, the long descriptions here. I've probably hit that field, extended description. Pretty sure I did. So we'll just stick with the short descriptions for now. Oh, that doesn't quite work how I wanted it to. All right, let me start over a little bit here. Let's do like this. So these are all my standalone products here. Okay, small editing cut there. So still back at looking at our our parts table, trying to get our parts imported to Oracle CPQ. We created one part and now we're here. I hit a few columns that just aren't pertaining to us. So what you really see here is just part display number, the actual part number, description, sales product type, and then some part custom fields, which I will explain in a minute. So I have essentially taken everything that I had in this file, these SKUs, and I put them in another Excel sheet, which is over here, just for convenience, ease of use. And we're going to start with this first one here, which is going to be for for fictional magazine. So actually, we're going to change this part number. We're actually not going to need this part number. Something you should know about Oracle CPQ is that even though part numbers are required, they can be changed. The part number isn't actually the primary identifier of the record, which is, it's just not common. It's usually not the case, but I digress. So we're just going to take all of these part numbers, copy them, put them here, and these have a short description. I'm going to take these and put them here. We have this package, which we're going to put here. This also has a short description, which we're going to start here. And the same thing for this one, which is a package, which is going to be here. Now, you notice that there's some conditional formatting here. I just want to see for these two packages, which, you can think of a package, a kit, whatever you want to call it, essentially a bucket that holds other parts. This starter package has these parts in it, but this enterprise bundle, which is a little bit bigger, has those 3 parts plus some more. And then the user has the discretion to buy all of these parts, again, at their discretion or a la carte. So there's that. I don't need to build this parent-child relationship here. I just need to create the parts distinctly. And then for the packages, we're just going to take this description here. Now, we don't need to give a description, but we chose to. Okay, so there's that. Let's keep moving on from these. Let's zoom out a bit. More, take these. This should be quite simple. And we have our short descriptions, which will go. Interesting. Why is it not letting me do this? Let's try this. Okay, good descriptions. I'm going to go here. Okay, so that's good. Let's keep moving on. And we're just going to do the same thing. Okay, so we have basically all of our views in here. Now, there's still more work we need to do. Come back to this in a second. So looking at our part editor, we have this thing called sales product type, which correlates to this sales product type. And there's a few things you could put in this box. I personally believe it should just be a drop down. But what we're going to put in here is the word subscription in all capitals. And this is going to let us do some things in the pricing portal, create rate cards, rate plans, things we'll talk about much later. But generally speaking, everything we're going to sell to some degree will be a subscription. We'll want to track it over time. Now, there will be some exceptions to that, but to make our lives easier, we're just going to make everything a subscription. It needs to be all capitals and spelled correctly, so I'll do my best. Subscription. Okay. So far, everything is going to be an item. And then I have some part custom fields that are going to correlate to these things down here. So I have some things, I have lead days here. I'm not going to use that, but I am going to use commerce process. I am going to use item type, and I'm going to use BOM level. And for the record, BOM stands for Bill of Materials. So let's start with our magazine stuff. And that's going to be part custom field. We don't know, so we have to find out. So I'm going to come to my parts, and up here where it says customize part fields, here's where I can figure out what those are. Again, I don't need lead days. I'm just going to keep it. I don't feel like deleting it, but commerce process is going to be part custom field number 1. So it's going to be this. And I know will be for that process. So right here. So I'm just going to paste this in like so. Okay. Now we can do the same for the other commerce process. Okay. Have all my commerce processes here. Everything's an item. And I want to do my BOM levels here. So what is a BOM level? Essentially, bill of materials are a hierarchical structure of what it takes to make something. So if you think of a bike consists of a frame, 2 wheels. Those wheels have a tire and a spoke and all these other things. But there's actually a tool that I use that makes visualizing this quite simple. It's called Dynalist. So let's take a fictional magazine, for example. So when we are thinking about selling software at a site, we have, of course, the site itself. Okay. And then the user can choose to buy any of these products here. They can have these items that are kind of a la carte. They're just really the software itself, or they can have these packages or a bundle. And when they order this package and or this bundle, they get the items that are included in it. So you see how we have this hierarchical relationship. We have, let's say the first generation of children. Then we have the second generation of children. So, all these would be level 2. These are also level 2 as well. So 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2. 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, etc. So hopefully that makes some sense. And that is what we are going to put into that BOM level column. Now, this also needs to be a part. So I'm going to take this and we are going to call it it will be for fictional magazine. It will not be an item. It will be a model. And this is going to be 0. Okay. And we need to do this for some other ones too. So virtual would be a deployment would be a subscription, and so on and so forth. Okay. And then now what I need to do is, again, finish this level here. So these are going to be, let's sort this. Let's do some sorting. Pretty sure everything is just going to be a level 1. We only are going to really define deeper BOM levels once we get to the BOM tables. So all this can just be level 1. And if I'm wrong, this won't have any consequences to our implementation. It will just, it'll just be there. We can correct it. Now, last thing we need to do is we need to deal with this update column. And before I put my foot in my mouth, let's just go to the help documentation, which is what I do often. And we are looking for integrations, data transfer, bulk uploads, creating CSV. And what we are looking for is this here. We want to know what is the appropriate action. Now, notice that we have update here, but we may not want to use update. And if you remember, we created one part, downloaded that, but we changed its part number. And we're also adding things to that one existing record. And we're also adding some new novel records. So I'm looking for the appropriate action that can, one, update something if it exists, or create something if it doesn't exist. Those somethings being the part. And the appropriate tag here is going to be modify. Okay. All tags down, yada, yada, yada. Modify will create a new part record or row record if it's not found. If the part says row record is found, it will modify this. So that's what we want. We want modify. Okay. And we're just going to clean this up, clear all formats. We have everything we want here. Oh, we're missing some stuff here. All right, write that. Okay, everything is modified now. Okay. So let's save this. We're going to close this as well. We don't need to save it. We're going to come back to our CPQ, upload, choose file, parts zip, add, upload. Perfect. Now we have all of our parts in here. We can verify that by, of course, looking at the logs or just coming to parts, clicking search, and here we go. Very good. So I'll stop the video right there. We just basically did our parts upload. We got all the parts we wanted into the application. And next video, we'll tackle what's next. So thank you very much. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.